Oh, David, it's a pleasure to have you here. So, how are you today?
Yeah, real good, thanks. Real good. It's nice to be back here and at the start of the season.
Sure. I mean, I see you now. The training goes ahead, and now I think everybody's happy. Hey, we are now back in business, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, everyone I think enjoys the summer, but you know, with this being a really important Olympic year, everyone's been hard training. A lot of people have been on the ice. We've been on the ice quite a lot this summer, but it's always nice to arrive and you know everyone's happy to see each other and everyone feels fresh, and it's it's going to be a good year.
I think so. I mean, this Olympic season is very tough. I have seen that many tournaments are now ahead, and then I think at the same time there are some trials and so on, right? I mean, it will be hard. I have here some questions, mostly female questions. I mean, of your attractiveness, and I think a very important question is all the time about the mental training. I mean, what are you doing besides, let's say, the practical curling?
Yeah, we actually have a psychologist that we work with as a team. It's working out things that we think need to be talked about, dynamics, just things that might affect us during games. So yeah, we like to think we are pretty mentally strong, and I think over the years when you play in the top level and you've competed on the Olympics and World Championships, that you pick up a lot of things that help you, and you start to figure it out in your own head what works and what doesn't, and then you can take that to more and more games.
Well, this is exactly the next question. What they ask you, what is your last thought before playing the last rock?
Yeah, I think it's.
I think you will not think of like a good beer or
no,
whatever.
well, you try not to. But yeah, I think you really are trying to, really focus on the shot. It's all about visualization. You've seen the line before. You know the weight you're going to play. You've maybe even played that shot already in the game. So then you can try and think about that line that it took before. So yeah, just trying to sit down and focus and make sure that you do everything right to make that shot, and if it is a last shot, you need to make sure you lowering your heart rate down as well. So.
Sure. What is your best moment in curling, in your curling career?
Yeah, lots. Not necessarily on the ice. Walking out with Team GB in Vancouver for the opening ceremony, that was incredible.
Sure,
but curling wise, it definitely was Moncton in '09 when we beat Kevin Martin 3 times to win the title. So it doesn't get much better than that in Canadian soil. So
yeah, I mean, you still remember this game. Actually, you remember there Kevin Martin didn't play his stone.
That's right.
They had a long discussion about it.
They probably had too much time on their hands.
Well, this is exactly another question. What are you doing now at this? I mean, they had timeouts. I don't know how many. So what are you doing as a?
Yeah, for us, what we were thinking at the time was we were just really trying to visualise what he was going to play, and if he played, say, A shot or B shot, then we were going to do this next and then this next, because we were actually only had 1 minute left on our time, so we were really tight for time. So we were already thinking what we were going to do before he even played his shot. So he was discussing his shot. We were probably discussing his shot as well, because we needed to.
Well, in other words, it was actually good that they had a discussion. That it took you a little bit time to focus on it.
But the one thing we didn't discuss was what he actually played. So we were.
It's true. I mean, everybody. I remember it was Jim Morris, right? Who actually wanted to play, and actually he said, "No, I don't play."
Yeah, John wanted to play a shot.
So it's true. I mean, we never have seen something like that. Right? I mean, it was quite
different,
special, right? Okay. One more question is what people like to know a little bit is what you are eating now during these tournaments. I mean, you have a special food plan or whatever?
Yeah, we do like to look after our diet. I think it's quite important because there's some days we're playing 3 games a day, so it's a long time on the ice and it's quite a long day. So you do need to make sure you're refueling at the right times and eating the right foods. And a lot of the events in Switzerland and even some of the other events around the world are actually looking after the athletes really well, and they're providing good quality food, so we don't need to go looking for restaurants downtown, and everything's provided, so it makes it easier that we can get straight off the ice and get foods, and then we can chill out for a couple of hours before the next game. So
that's true.
Yeah.
Actually, I have read in your Twitter that you got a control in the morning, early in the morning, right?
Doping control. No, it was late at night. It was
late at night?
Yeah. It was out with I'm on Adams, so you have to give them an hour every day that is available for testing.
Okay.
But this was out of hours. This wasn't scheduled at all, so it was.
But it was 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock.
No, it wasn't as late as that. It was about 10 o'clock at night. So it was a surprise. Yeah.
Well, okay. I mean. Okay, the last question is all the time the question, when and why did you start curling?
When and why was Lockerbie Curling Club. My parents obviously have a lot to do with the club, with being a coach and a director there. So, you know, they were curling. My brother and sister are older than me. They were curling, so you know, I was just a little kid standing in the barrier. And it was a matter of time before I curled. So I got in pretty early, 9, 10 years old, and just started playing. I played a lot of sports. I played hockey as well and golf, and I like curling the most. So that was the sport I did the most.
And now I think it's many years and still have fun the same.
Yeah, still fun. Yeah, it's,
motivation is still here, right?
Motivation's still there. Yeah, but the sport's changing huge. You know, Olympics has very much changed the eliteness of the sport, and it's good. It's good to see curling's making progress and becoming a stronger sport.
Okay, David, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And I hope to see you again. I mean, now you have tough games ahead.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
It would be fine to see you again in the final or whatever. Huh?
Hopefully.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.